I dare say that Jo Kukathas is a national treasure. She is a playwright, an actor, a director, and the co-founder of Instant Cafe Theatre, a theatre company that has offered us some of the most amazing, profound plays that I have seen. But before I talk to you about the new show that's coming up to celebrate 2.6 decades of Instant Cafe Theatre, it's called The State of the Nation, right? I would ask you a basic question as to why is theatre important, or why should theatre be important? How is it relevant to all of us?
I think theatre is important for the same reason that art is important. Everybody needs art in their lives. Sometimes we forget that there's more to us as human beings than just people trying to survive. Art offers us solace. Art offers us a place to try to understand the world that we live in. Often people, I think, misunderstand art because they want to know its function. They see art as a very utilitarian thing. But I think we have to go past that idea of art as a utility and think of art as being an instinct that we all have in order to make us fully developed human beings.
But it has been said that, art is actually a human right. The arts, it's a human right, like the way we say women's rights or the environmental rights. Do you agree with that, that it is a basic human right?
I think if there's something that you regard as being necessary in your life, right, like water is necessary. Nowadays roads are necessary. Sewage is necessary. If society does not provide you things, there's kind of chaos. Art is also very necessary, and in that way it becomes a right that we ought to have. For example, in Germany, they do regard the arts as a human right. So art is subsidized in the same way that roads are subsidized, in the way that water is subsidized. Here we subsidize the car industry as if we think cars are a human right, but yet we don't really subsidize the arts in the same way.
Right. But is there such a thing as good theatre and bad theatre? What makes good theatre?
It's so hard to, I think, define what makes good theatre. I've seen some theatre that's very rough theatre, but I think it's good theatre because I feel the intention is very good. The artist's desire to say something, communicate something is very good, or there's a great performer who is very good. But I've got to see something where I think, okay, it's kind of messy, but there's something in the heart of this
something
that
honest,
like.
You're saying.
Yeah,
right?
I guess that's what it is.
But that also means that the actor has to be very honest. And again, my experience in theatre has been very frightening because it's been like, you have to pull out whatever is inside you and bring out the grief, bring out the happiness, well, mostly the grief, and project that. And I find that rather alarming because I thought we just act, just come out and act.
Yeah, I mean, I think there are some directors who do torture actors. I'm not in favor of that, right?
That's right.
But I do believe that it is about being vulnerable. I think some people don't want to be vulnerable on stage. I like to see actors on stage who are prepared to let us see inside them. And it's about play. I mean, for me, theatre is always about play. Let the actor play. Let them be something that they're not. Let them find out what they are on a deeper level. Then I think you see something gorgeous inside the soul of that actor. And that's what I like to see.
Jo, you once said that, every society needs its clowns. Otherwise, we give too much power to those in power. Now, I suspect that your new show, the new Instant Cafe Theatre show called The State of the Nation, is going to be biting comedy. And tell us a little bit more about it.
Well, it is to celebrate Instant Cafe's 2.6 decades. And of course, a lot of people have been talking about the state of the nation. I think it's been on everybody's lips for the last couple of years. And there's a lot of things which have been forgotten. People have said, oh, it's so bad now. It's all about this one person. It's all about this 2.6 billion that's gone missing.
And that 2.6 is going to haunt us for the rest of our lives.
Yes, but I also want to think about, well, what has led to this 2.6? What's happened over the last 2.6 decades that has led to this? It's not that just this one person did one thing wrong, and we can't just fixate on that. Right. We have to think about, well, how have we been complicit in that? I mean, I ask myself as well, what have we done? And and in the past there have been even larger financial scandals, and we've always just accepted it.
And we're going to be laughing about this?
Yes, and we've been laughing about it. Well, maybe we can say, well, as Malaysians, we're very resilient. We can say as Malaysians, we have a sense of humor. Yes. And I think those things are very important because I think laughing at those in power is a way of also having your own power. Right? And this is our way of coping with it. These are coping mechanisms. But I think as soon as you feel you cannot actually express your own attitudes towards that thing, that's when we really are in trouble.
And how many actors are involved in here? Over 20, 30?
25 plus prominent comedians have come back together to talk about the state of the nation. Yeah.
Some flying from overseas too, I understand.
Yeah. Well, all the way from Singapore.
Jo, I'm really excited about this play, and good luck with the show. In fact, break a leg.
Thank you.
I urge everyone to go and see this show starting 1st of December. You'll find the description of the show below. 2.6 decades celebrating Instant Cafe Theatre. They're performing the state of the nation.